When asked to be tonight's keynote speaker, I had no idea where to start. Academy Prep has opened so many doors for me in the short amount of time since I graduated 8th grade. I guarantee Academy Prep will continue to open doors for me and support me in the future. Entering as a timid 5th grader, I did not know how much Academy Prep would impact my life. I was not exactly thrilled when my mom told me that she wanted me to attend a school that was in session for 11 hours a day, 6 days a week. On top of all that, had to wear uniforms and attend mandatory summer school. I can still remember my protest against going to Academy Prep when I told her that I was finally going to be a 5th grader, but she just assured me that I would be a 5th grader at another school. While I interviewed with the guidance counselor, Miss Nita, during the application process, I felt more at ease. She made a point to inform me of what I could expect on a day-to-day basis and what the teachers would be expecting from us. She made me feel comfortable about starting a new journey. Even as a new student, I could recognize that Academy Prep was truly a community that wanted the best for their students. When I was accepted for the summer session, I was elated. On the first day, as we were lined up at 7:30 in the morning in high order for convocation, waiting to hear Mr. Tamayo speak, I looked around the room at the banners hanging on the wall. They represented all the high schools that Academy Prep graduates have attended. I can see the path that was laid out for me by those who had came before me. As a 10-year-old, you don't really think about high school, and at least not about what high school you're planning on attending. But I still remember Mr. Tamayo telling us that our futures began that first day, and the choices we made in school would lead to our lives being good, great, or difficult. Mr. Tamayo shared that every step in our educational lives prepares us for the next steps in our journey. Admittedly, as a 5th grader, Mr. Tamayo's message did not resonate with me. Thankfully, by 8th grade, I fully understood what he meant by preparing us for our next educational steps. During my time at Academy Prep, I was given an extensive array of extracurricular activities. To this day, I continue to talk about those classes and carry those skills I learned with me. I participated in choir, band, the chess team, karate, and even sewing. Being exposed to these activities at a young age definitely gave me a competitive edge to becoming a well-rounded person. Because I am well-rounded, I can approach situations with different perspectives and find the best solutions. Chess continuously taught me to always think 3 steps ahead. I also had the opportunity to be a part of student council my 8th grade year. Being a part of student council sparked my interest in politics and taught me how to work together to one collaborative goal. We also participated in many community service projects. My 2 favorite projects were helping Habitat for Humanity build and paint homes for families, and Kaboom, building a playground for Cascadian Park. My music teacher taught me the importance of following through and finishing strong. My science teacher, Mr. Moore, taught me that even though scientific formulas don't seem interesting at all, they're definitely important because they explain how the world works. One of the greatest lessons I learned at Academy Prep was to always be confident in yourself and your abilities. And when you put in your greatest effort, you will get results in return. When you work hard and play hard, you will be treated like a champion. When I graduated Academy Prep in 2012, I earned the privilege of attending Academy of the Holy Names. My time in AHN was truly a great experience. I was again very apprehensive when my mom told me that Academy of the Holy Names was an all-girls school. It definitely did not sound enticing to me. However, like always, she was right. The all-girls aspect was probably what I enjoyed the most. Just like at Academy Prep, separating the classes by gender allowed the students to be focused on our academics, and we truly formed a bond with all of our classmates. At AHN, I participated in Key Club, Business Club, and Journalism Club. I also had the opportunity to cheer for Jesuit, the all-boys high school, for all 4 years. Academy Prep prepared me for the rigorous courses that AHN offered. I knew how to effectively manage my time considering I was at school for most of the day. Because of Academy Prep's curriculum, I had already read some of the books that were freshman requirements at AHN. This is what Academy Prep does. It sets you up for success and prepares you for what life gives you. Academy Prep taught me the importance of giving back and getting involved in the community. And I was able to continue that in high school. I was part of the Red Cross Youth Council for 3 years, where we would go out in the community and teach elementary students about natural disasters. I was also able to advance my leadership skills by participating in the Florida House of Representatives Page and Messenger program for 5 years, and I gained knowledge about how legislation works and how it affects the communities we live in. I just started my junior year at Loyola University in New Orleans, where I'm studying business management and marketing with a minor in communications. I am involved in Business Club, Black Student Union, and founded a Spirit Club that supports Loyola athletics. This past summer, I had the wonderful opportunity to join the Tech Data team in Clearwater as the corporate communications intern. While I earned my internship on my own merits, it was a long-time corporate partnership between Tech Data and Academy Prep that opened the door for me. The company is very involved in the mission of Academy Prep, from Tech Data executives serving on APT's Board of Trustees and visiting students on campus to supporting special events just like these. During my time with Tech Data, I learned a lot about how corporate America works, as well as found a new love for communications. I developed my writing skills and gained an understanding of the importance of a professional culture in a workplace. The corporate communications team was so patient with me, even when I had a million questions. One of the main projects I was brought on to do was help with the implementation of the new social media listening tool, Sprinkler. Before starting at Tech Data, my manager, Claudine, was in negotiations to decide how many licenses Tech Data would be getting for all their global social media accounts. When I started my internship at Tech Data, they had about over 400 accounts, and by the end of that, we were able to cut that in half. To do this, I was in charge of reaching out to social media leads all over the world. At this time, I was able to learn different things that I picked up along the way. For instance, I would always know to reach out to my counterparts in Europe when I got into the office because their day would be ending soon. One of the most important lessons I learned was to be very clear and to always get to the point. My manager really made a point with helping me with my communication skills via email and phone. By the end of the summer, I felt confident with communicating with anyone. My manager continuously pushed me out of my comfort zone to help me with my personal and career goals. I am thankful to the team at Tech Data for providing such a wonderful experience this summer. And I always say I got extremely lucky that my first internship was a home run, and I have my fingers crossed that going forward, I'll be just as fortunate. I am forever grateful to Academy Prep for all the lessons learned and opportunities given. I credit where I am today to my parents and my family for pushing me to attend such a great school. Both my family and Academy Prep saw something in me that as a fifth grader I didn't quite see in myself at the time. They always had the bigger picture in mind, and I thank them for that. Academy Prep is like a family, always there for their students, even after they graduated. I'm excited to see what else life has in store for me. I know that with my education, determination, and guidance from others around me, I will continue to be the greatest. I fully understand that none of this would have been possible without the unbelievably generous donations from donors such as you. Thank you for donating to Academy Prep and investing in my future, and I hope that you are proud on your return on investment. There are 100 more students just like me, ready to step out as leaders in their own right, and it all starts at Academy Prep. Thank you, and good night.